Good evening, B3 Birder. Time to look at another Stellarium episode, specifically conjunctions in the morning sky coming up for the month of March 2020. I direct you to the southeastern sky, regardless of your geographic location. Look to the southeast about an hour before sunrise, your local time, and you should see three bright planets directly above the southeastern sky, about 15 degrees above the horizon. They are Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn, lying all along the Ecliptic Line. So we'll start at March 7th, where they are equal distances apart from one another. As we progress forward, March 13th, 14th, 15th, we'll stop it right there. March 18th is an excellent opportunity to see Saturn, Jupiter, Mars, and the eastward traveling waning crescent moon all together in one patch. Kind of double triangulations, Saturn to Jupiter to the moon, Jupiter, Mars, moon. All of them within quite a short distance of one another. Move ahead 2 additional days, and you will now see Jupiter and Mars in direct conjunction with one another. Let's bring the horizon into view so we have the ground as a reference. And we advance at 5 additional days, and Mars continues to travel eastbound. It looks like everybody's moving westbound, or all the planets are moving westbound. It is an optical illusion. I'll discuss that later, but really these are all chasing after the sun as the sun moves eastbound relative to not this grid, but the celestial grid. We see a triangulation between Saturn, Jupiter, and Mars, where Mars is now halfway between Jupiter and Saturn by a relatively close distance. Now we proceed 6 more days into the future, 26th, 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th, 31st. Let me bring it back an hour. We now have a conjunction between Saturn and Mars. So, to review, March 18th, triangulation between Jupiter, Mars, and the Moon. March 20th, conjunction between Jupiter and Mars. March 25th, triangulation between Saturn, Mars, and Jupiter. March 31st, Saturn, Mars. Let's go out to April 11th. And when we go to April 11th, actually I could probably do April 10th. Now Saturn is the center. Mars has managed to pass both of them. What a difference a month makes. This is the final usable triangulation between these 3 planets before they separate for good. From this point forward, any proximity between the 3 of them together becomes a tortured attempt to prove, as Saturn and Jupiter pair off and appear to travel westbound on their own. Go back to 4 o'clock. Mars appears to travel solo. Saturn and Jupiter chase each other across the night sky and will eventually conjunct in the western evening sky in December 2020, but that's another discussion for another time. So, with that being said, I'll bid you adieu for now, and you take care.